They say the deepest wounds don't come from enemies, but from the people we love most. For Anita, life felt perfect. She had a husband she adored and a best friend she trusted like a sister. But behind the smiles and warm embraces, the storm was brewing. One night, that storm broke, and everything she believed in shattered. This is not just a story about betrayal. It's a story about heartbreak, resilience, and the greater lesson life teaches when we least expect it. So lean in, listen closely, because what happened to Anita could happen to anyone, and the way she rose from it all will leave you forever changed.
Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, please do well to hit that subscribe button and let me know where you're watching from in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.
Anita and Juliet met in college. Anita was a responsible one, organized, focused, and determined to build a career. Juliet was more free-spirited, outgoing, and fun. Despite their differences, they became inseparable. They laughed through late-night study sessions, shared dreams about the future, and promised to be sisters for life. After graduation, Anita landed a steady job at a law firm in Dallas, while Juliet pursued fashion design, but often struggled with stability. Anita didn't mind helping her friend. She paid rent when Juliet was broke and even introduced her to new circles. That's how Juliet met Williams. He was Anita's fiancé, a tall, charming man who worked in finance. Anita adored him, believing he was her forever. She often brought Juliet along on double dates or parties, proud to show off the two people she trusted most. What Anita didn't know was that behind the smiles, Juliet's eyes lingered on Williams a little too long. And Williams, though he loved Anita, wasn't blind to Juliet's flirtatious charm. The seeds of betrayal had already been planted, even before Anita walked down the aisle. Marriage was everything Anita had dreamed of. Their Dallas apartment was cozy, and she felt secure in Williams' arms. Juliet remained close, sometimes too close. She dropped by unannounced, stay late for dinner, and laugh a little too loudly at Williams' jokes. Anita brushed it off as harmless, but soon Williams grew distant. He spent late nights at the office, his phone buzzing with messages he wouldn't explain. When Anita asked, he brushed her off. "Don't worry, baby. I'm just stressed with work." One night, while tidying up, Anita found a scarf that wasn't hers tucked into the couch cushions. A familiar perfume clung to it, Juliet's. Her stomach dropped, but she convinced herself she was overthinking. Juliet was her best friend. She would never, right? Still, doubt gnawed at Anita. The love and trust she'd built her life on began to feel fragile. The truth hit Anita like a storm. One evening, after Williams claimed he was working late, Anita decided to surprise him with dinner. But when she reached his office, his car wasn't there. Her gut told her to drive to Juliet's apartment. And there they were, Williams and Juliet, wrapped in each other's arms through the window blinds. Anita's hands trembled on the steering wheel. Her heart screamed, but her mind went numb. When she confronted them later, Williams was unapologetic. "You haven't given me a child, Anita," he said coldly. "Juliet and we have chemistry. You'll always be my wife, but this is different." Juliet cried, swearing she never meant to hurt her. "I love him too, Anita. Please understand. At least it's me and not some stranger." Those words shattered something inside Anita. The betrayal wasn't just in losing her husband's loyalty, but in realizing a friend she called sister had stabbed her deepest. Anita's world spiraled. She stopped sleeping, her appetite vanished, and she replayed every memory with Juliet and Williams, searching for missed signs. Everyone around her noticed a change. Her co-workers, her mother, even the neighbors. One night, Juliet knocked on her door, eyes swollen from crying. "Anita, please forgive me. I was weak. I can't lose you." Anita stared at her, tears burning in her own eyes. "Lose me? Juliet, you already did. Our friendship died the moment you kissed him. I can't be your safe place anymore." She shut the door, her heart breaking all over again. For weeks, Anita battled anger, shame, and heartbreak. But slowly, she realized something. She was still standing. She still had her career, her family, and her own strength. Williams and Juliet had betrayed her, but they hadn't destroyed her. Months later, Anita filed for divorce. She refused to stay in a marriage where loyalty was negotiable. Williams tried to talk her out of it, claiming she was overreacting. But Anita had found clarity. She poured herself into her work, took a solo trip to California, and started journaling. In her loneliness, she found power. She realized love should never make you feel small, and friendship should never cost your dignity. One evening, watching the sunset on a quiet beach, Anita whispered to herself, "They didn't betray me because I wasn't enough. They betrayed me because of who they are, and that has nothing to do with my worth." That was her greater lesson. True strength comes not from holding on, but from letting go. Years later, Anita had rebuilt her life. She moved into a charming house in Austin, started mentoring young women in her law firm, and even opened a nonprofit that supported women healing from betrayal. Juliet and Williams, they eventually fell apart. Trust broken in one relationship rarely survives in another. Juliet reached out again, but Anita never responded. Instead, Anita chose peace. She learned forgiveness didn't mean reconciliation. It meant freeing herself from anger. Her story wasn't about loss anymore. It was about resilience, about learning that sometimes life tears us apart, only to rebuild us stronger. Anita smiled as she closed her journal one night. Her scars were real, but so was her strength. Betrayal had wounded her, but life had taught her a greater lesson. Never let broken trust break you. If this story kept you watching till the end, don't forget to like this video, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more powerful stories just like this one.